We are just across the Allegheny River from downtown Pittsburgh at rain-soaked Heinz Field in the Steel City. This was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with the Houston Texans.
Kickoff for Houston.
The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. Johnson now returning. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Tackle made at the
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Now it's 2nd and 9. Broken tackle. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
That 3rd down conversion, good for 23.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On 1st down, Hurts. Completion here to Claypool. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. Throwing is Hurts. This one complete to the running back, Lindsay. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 12 yards there and a 1st down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Chase Claypool with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Steelers have taken a first-quarter lead. And the QB rating right now is sky high. 4 for 4 on that opening drive, and it ends with a touchdown pass.
Yeah, I don't know quite how to figure it out. I think I need my friends from MIT to come in and help me. I think 158.3 is the number one.
Nope, that's the
right. That's the highest you can get. That's where he is. He'd like to continue on that pace.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. Stephon Tuitt, the one that got him down.
Ball carrier.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
No gain on the play. And it brings up 3rd down.
From the gun, here's Watson. Eluding the pressure right. And this is going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been...
Hurts fumbles it, and the Texans scoop it. And he'll bring it back to about the 5-yard line. And hopefully for both sides, not a sign of things to come, Charles. This morning, it was so perfect outside, but we knew this weather was coming, and we see the effects of it here early on.
And I wonder if how perfect it was this morning has psychologically fooled everyone. You know, it's almost like even though we were told the weather was coming, and you know the teams knew it as well, then maybe they got fooled and thought, it's going to be okay. And now they're probably a little upset that it's out there.
Because warm-ups were dry.
Oh, well, dry, and now you've got to make the change up, and it's the first quarter. Might take them a little time to settle in on their focus and concentration.
And goal. At the 5-yard line.
Second and 5. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Duke Johnson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good.
At 7. Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Now here's Johnson. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Jay Johnson on the return. The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise it's going to be a long day for you.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's a give to Lindsey. Ross Blacklock on the tackle.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Second down at 6 now from the 42. Now a handoff for Lindsey. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
That's out to the left and complete. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
On first and 10, it's Lindsey. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
The tackle
certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 31-yard line. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down. These two teams all tied after one.
It's a score tied 7-7.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. And he's going to be unable to get upfield as they take him down at the 21-yard line.
Williams on the tackle.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. He finds his target, Fuller. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. Watson hitting Fuller with a big one. 64 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Watson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And the return will stop right around the 25. So they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Here's a give to Lindsey running right. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. The tackle made by Eric Murray.
Well, obviously they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead now, they're dealing with second and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18. From the gun, it's Hurts. Able to hit his target, Claypool. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
I know from talking with scouts, one of the biggest question marks people had about Chase Claypool coming out, what they call his long speed. Just how fast was he in the 40-yard dash? He showed that he's plenty fast enough, coupled with a 6'4" body and a physical, strong stature. He's got a chance to be a star in this league.
He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
1st and 10 at the 38.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 45-yard line. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 11 yards there, first down.
10 at the 31-yard line.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Escaping the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10.
41 Mike, right here, 41 Mike. All right, T, let's
Hurts. To the right side to Eric Ebron.
Hurts.
And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
It's a gain
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
3rd and 5.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Here's Hurts to throw. He'll find Lindsey here. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, that certainly has to feel good, and it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Hurts sets up to throw it. That's complete right around the 8. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Philip Lindsay, his second touchdown on the season. And the Steelers have taken the lead.
On for the point after.
Didn't have anything downfield, swung it out to the flat. He did the rest.
Such a staple of so many offenses we see now. You know, in our discussions with offense coordinators, how many times do they tell us, hey, this offense is designed for either a touchdown or a check down. We saw the check down on that play, and boy, was it successful.
We saw a touchdown, too. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Now the return. Here comes Randall Cobb. And he'll weave all the way up to just a few yards shy of midfield. A great return.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. One first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. A shotgun snap for Watson. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards.
First down, Houston.
So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. They were searching for the tight end, Darren Fells, but it's going to be 2nd down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Throwing again is Watson. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Kenny Stills as the first half is winding down. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game.
I don't think it's any state secret to know what they were saying before the start of this drive. Let's go and punch one in the end zone and go into the halftime feeling a heck of a lot better about ourselves. Let's go get this done.
Yeah, tie things up, and then you got a brand new ball game. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
On the return, the Steelers take over 1st and 10. At their own 18-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Bradley Roby on the coverage.
2nd and 10. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a tie ball game here heading to break. As we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Here comes Cobb. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Cobb on the return. The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You've got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Check, 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 check. 55.
They go to Johnson again. Johnson, it's poked free. Football's out. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. They've got to find that good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
Another run by Lindsey, and he's going to be close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Texans' 14. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Lindsey on the carry.
J.J. Watt, the one that gets him down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
That's out to the left, flat and complete. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
I don't want to see what's served, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me, we're from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle, pockets LREs. Distinctive destinations, all I want to see.
Hey, watch your leg. 41.
This is out quickly to the right. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. DeAndre Hopkins, his second touchdown on the season. And the Steelers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Makes the score Steelers 21, Texans 14.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Here comes Cobb. And how about that return? Inside the 20-yard line.
And that's the type of return that puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the defense now. They've got to go out on the field almost like it's a sudden change, almost like it's a turnover. They've got to go out there and try and stop them. But, boy, what a tough spot they're in.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. Shit. He's crossing. He's checking. Check.
They'll try to get the offense going with Johnson. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Again, it's Johnson. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
3rd down.
Starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Watson now to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. That's Vince Williams who gets the sack.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And that'll bring him back within 4. Maybe a little fortunate there. That was leaking a little, maybe leaking a lot, but he got it.
Yeah, he actually was able to make it work. How about the body language, though, right? As he watched that ball leap to the right, trying to bring it back in, and had just enough to get it done.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they had on that last drive.
And I loved it. Forget liking it. Absolutely love what they were doing, because to be ahead of the defense that much, where every play call you have, run or pass, is working pretty well for you.
Makes you look like a genius.
It really does. It also lets you know that your preparation was pretty good, and now the defense has to do all the adjusting.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Space to maneuver at the 40, and he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
2nd and 9 at the 43-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. A throw out wide, caught by Hopkins. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
Steeler.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. First carry for James Conner. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now a carry for Lindsey.
That's a gain of 6 on the first down run. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
The 33-yard line.
Second down. Here's Hurts.
Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
At the 5-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They isolate Hopkins on the left side.
The Steelers were last in the NFL in red zone touchdown percentage a season ago, down around 35%. It's first and goal.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That's a gain of 4 here in the fourth quarter, with them leading by 4 on the scoreboard. They'll try to run with Lindsey. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Philip Lindsey, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. And that one pushes the lead up to 11.
Makes the score Steelers 28, Texans 17.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Taken about 7 yards deep.
Now a hit and a loose football. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And the Steelers are in for the touchdown.
I'm glad we were paying attention during the rules seminar, because we learned the only time you can't advance a fumble like that is in the last 2 minutes of either half.
Right. Other than that, if that ball's out, whether forward or backwards, it's live and free for anybody.
No doubt about it. When you say free, that means he's got free reign to pick it up and go. And that's exactly what happened there. Took it in for a touchdown.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
Randall Cobb on the return. The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
On first down, it's Watson. Johnson's got it complete. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down.
4-yard line.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers. So a lot of credit to the defensive game plan, and especially the execution.
The Texans on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is third down and 12. To the air yet again, Watson. And that's incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They will indeed snap it to Watson. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
I'm not sure, Brandon. We've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turnover 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing. But I'll guarantee you, it's not very good.
And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Taken down at the 40.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
8 yards to go on 2nd down.
All day, dog.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. And the Steelers on 3rd down. Can't be any better than a perfect 6 for 6. This is 3rd and 11. Room to run past midfield. An excellent run of 22 yards on the keeper and also a 1st down.
And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they called the field general.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So again from the 39, this time from the other side of the field. Here's 1st and 10. Shotgun snap and a give to Lindsey. And he's taken down inside the 30. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it.
And he's going to be close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Texans' 19-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it out, and we've got them now.
2nd and 6.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. He will push his way down to about the 14. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Check 15, check 15.
They'll go again with Lindsey, and they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. Now Chris Boswell for the Steelers field goal try. Boswell's kick is good. And that
that will extend their lead even further. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points. Able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. He's going to let it fly. And it's caught inside the 30. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game.
And the Texans 1st down.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. From the gun, here's Watson. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. To throw again, Watson. This is caught, and he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game. One last throw here for Watson. And now Watson throws another interception. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. Past the 20. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown.
Steelers.
And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Steelers, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for Houston, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll get a home date next week against the Minnesota Vikings. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.